Hi, I'm Tamsin and welcome to this final video bonus for season 1 of the English Sound Building podcast. So for this final video bonus, we're going to look at a tongue twister which I posted on my Instagram after the O episode, and also it's a tongue twister which matches with a much longer rhyme written by the poet Carolyn Wells over 100 years ago. Carolyn Wells wrote some fantastic silly poetry in English. She's a fantastic one to have a Google of if you'd like some more rhymes to practice with. We'll first look at the first line of the poem, which is Betty Botter bought a bit of butter. So obviously lots of B sounds in there, which we haven't looked at yet, but there are lots of the vowel sounds we have. So we have the schwa in butter, and in the weak form a bit. We have the E in Betty, we have the O in butter, as well as some vowel sounds we haven't looked at yet, like the in butter, for example. So we'll start by reading just that first line. Try to read it 3 times without stopping. I'm not going to look at any different techniques today. We've looked at a lot of those over the last few weeks. So after you've listened to me reading it, pause the video and practice it using whichever of those techniques you found helpful. Betty Botter bought a bit of butter. Betty Botter bought a bit of butter. Betty Botter bought a bit of butter. Fantastic. And one of the sounds in there which I forgot to mention, which we also looked at, was a lot of that t sound. So now we're going to move on to the full poem, which adds other sounds into the mix that we've looked at as well. It doesn't include absolutely all the sounds we've looked at, but does include the vast majority of them, as well as some other sounds still to come as well. I'll start by reading the poem line by line. I'll read it at a natural pace. Please repeat each line with me as we go. Then I will read it all the way through, at which point you may prefer to pause the video and speak after me, or you may be able with the words on the screen to keep up with me. See how you go. Betty Botter bought a bit of butter. But, she said, this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my batter better. Then she bought a bit of butter, better than the bitter butter, made her bitter batter better. So it was better Betty Botter bought a bit of better butter. Well done. Now let's try it all the way through. Betty Botter bought a bit of butter. But, she said, this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my batter better. Then she bought a bit of butter better than the bitter butter, made her bitter batter better. So it was better Betty Botter bought a bit of better butter. Well done, and I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. It really is a fantastic one for practicing a wide variety of sounds. So that's the end of season 1 of English Sound Building. I'll be back hopefully in early May with season 2. I have lots of ideas already, but of course if you have any requests, please do get in touch with me and let me know. Until then, keep practicing, enjoy sound building, and I'll see you again soon.